Gentlemen, stop training like you're still 20 years old. Because after 50, the problem isn't always that you're not training enough. It may be that you're training the wrong way. You don't need more, you need to train smarter. Today, I'm going to show you 3 primal movements to rebuild your foundation of strength after 50. No gym, no hours of training, just about 15 minutes. First, kettlebell weight shift. Unlock your body. Next, horse stance hold. Build your ability to sustain force. And finally, deep squat. Turn that force into full body strength. This isn't a battle against aging. It's a way of reminding your body that strength is still necessary. So let's begin. Movement 1. Kettlebell weight shift. Unlock the pelvis. Awaken the foundation of strength. Before building strength, you need to reopen where strength begins. After years of prolonged sitting, the hips become stiff, limiting hip opening and external rotation. When the pelvis is restricted, the glutes have difficulty fully engaging. Leg movement becomes less efficient, and the body's ability to transfer force also declines. That's why we need the kettlebell weight shift. How to perform it? Kneel on the floor. Place a kettlebell or a light dumbbell in front of your hips. Externally rotate the hip of the upper leg, gently engage the glutes, and open the knee out to the side. Then, slowly bring the knee towards your toes until you feel a gentle stretch in the groin. Keep your torso upright. Do not push your hips too far backward, as this will reduce the necessary tension in the groin. The weight only needs to be light enough to provide a point of support that helps you keep your hips in the proper position. You can adjust the angle of your foot according to your individual anatomy until you find a position that creates a clear but controlled stretch. Why is this important for male strength? Think of it as unlocking the system before turning on the power. When the hips move better and the glutes are awakened, your body can prepare more effectively for the powerful force-producing movements in the next 2 exercises. Studies on similar dynamic adductor weight shift movements have also shown that they may improve body position awareness and single leg balance immediately after performing them. And here is the important point. The kettlebell weight shift is a simple but effective exercise for opening the hip joint and stretching the adductor muscles, especially the groin area. At the same time, it is a useful movement for activating the glutes and helping improve movement control after 50. In other words, this is a way to reopen your movement foundation so your body can receive stronger strength signals. Once the pelvis has been released, we'll move on to the next signal, where the body begins to relearn how to create and sustain strength. Movement 2. Horse stance hold. Build the strength signal. Awaken the force-producing system. The pelvis has been opened up, but the body doesn't just need movement. It needs to produce force. And this is something many men gradually lose after 50. The ability to sustain strength over time. The horse stance will help you do exactly that. This is an isometric exercise. That means, your muscles have to work very hard, while your body barely moves. Research shows that isometric training of the hip and thigh muscles can significantly increase local blood pressure, while also stimulating the production of nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a compound that blood vessels need in order to dilate, allowing blood flow to increase. Stand with your feet wider than shoulder width apart. Point your toes slightly outward. Lower your hips until your thighs are parallel to the floor, or descend only as low as you feel comfortable. Keep your back straight. Keep your chest open. Hold the position. Start with 30 seconds. Over time, gradually work your way up to 60 seconds. Perform 3 sets. While holding the position, focus on your breathing. Breathe slowly and deeply through your nose. This activates the parasympathetic nervous system, helping counteract cortisol, a hormone that can suppress testosterone production. The horse stance is not simply a leg exercise. It focuses on building endurance at the cellular level. And this is precisely why it can serve as a whole-body hormonal conditioning exercise. Movement 3. Deep squat. Activate the entire force-producing system. The pelvis has been opened. The body has learned how to sustain force. Now, it's time to turn all of that into real strength. Deep squat, not a regular squat, but a deep squat. There is a major difference. And that difference is where the hormonal benefits are emphasized. When you lower yourself into a full deep squat, with your hips below knee level, you simultaneously recruit the glutes, the hamstrings, the hip flexors, the pelvic floor, and the lower abdominal muscles, all of them working at the same time. This creates what researchers call high-threshold motor unit recruitment. Simply put, Your brain receives a very strong signal that the body is being asked to respond to a significant physical demand. And the hormonal response to that signal? A measurable increase in testosterone and growth hormone. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart, or slightly wider. Turn your toes outward about 30 to 45 degrees. Slowly lower yourself down. Take about 3 to 4 seconds on the way down. Descend to your maximum depth. Hold at the bottom for 2 seconds. Then push yourself back up, through your heels. Perform 3 sets, 8 to 10 repetitions per set. If your heels lift off the floor when you go deep, place a thin pad or a folded towel under your heels, while your ankle mobility improves. Don't sacrifice depth, just to make the movement look perfect. Depth is the key factor in this exercise. Finally, the true value doesn't lie in how much you train. It lies in the signal you repeat every day, and that is exactly why these 3 movements belong together. Kettlebell Weight Shift unlocks the pelvis and restores mobility. Horse stance teaches the body to sustain force under tension. Deep squat channels that strength into a large, full body movement. 3 movements, 1 complete sequence, unlock the body. Build strength, activate the ability to produce force. Because after 50, the goal isn't to fight aging. It's to remind your body that strength is still necessary, and as long as your body continues to receive that signal, you still have a reason to maintain strength. Maintain muscle, and maintain the energy of a healthy body.